The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Are you excited?
All right, guys, we are 20 seconds away from the race officially kicking off for that 8 o'clock hour. So definitely keep it here. We'll have more coming up.
All right, coming up this Sunday morning on DC News Now, a scene all too familiar in America. This time, gun violence striking in Dallas, Texas, where 8 people are dead after a mass shooting at a mall. We will bring you to the scene with the latest from police on that. Hello, Yellow Line. Metro has just opened one of its lines that's been closed for 8 months. Why it's a really, really big deal, especially if you ride Metro to get to the airport. And we are back in London this morning live as the festivities continue for the newly crowned King Charles III. But first, we are going to take you outside very, very quickly here in the DMV. Rosalind, Virginia, waking up in the background, and somebody's screaming who's very, very happy because today, DC News Now is also live in Leesburg. That is where we find Brittany Ward, and it looks like the ride to end Alzheimer's continues. Hundreds of bikers are hitting the streets of Leesburg to do exactly what it sounds like they are doing. They are riding their bikes to put an end to Alzheimer's. To quote one of my very good friends, Jimmy Alexander, we don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, or Vegetarian. Everybody can agree that we need to put an end to Alzheimer's, and that is what is happening today. And Brittany Ward is out there doing some of her weather forecasting. Brittany, it looks pretty good. It looks like the rain is holding out, but it might not hold out all day long.
No, Joe, you know, we are here live at the Ride to End Alls event. You just saw that the 8 o'clock race just kicked off. We had parents out here, kids of all ages come to support this event. Now, overall, we are going to be dry, and those clouds are really starting to funnel their way into our area. So take a look at satellite and radar, kind of showing you the overall picture across the DMV. We did wake up to a few clouds here and there. Now we're starting to see a few more roll their way into our area. It looks like some showers are trying to track into Allegheny County at this current moment in time. But overall temperatures right now, they are still fairly mild. We are talking about 50s here in the nation's capital, 54 here in Leesburg at this event, 58 as you head over there to Hagerstown. And highs today will be on the warmer side. We're talking about upper 70s across much of the DMV. 75 is expected to be the high there in Hagerstown, 77 as you head over there to Leesburg, Frederick, and even Martinsburg, and then 80s in the nation's capital. Now, Joe, we'll be live here all morning, so definitely keep it here. I may have a surprise for you in just a bit.
It's called the Ride to End Alzheimer's. Everybody has to ride, including Brittany Ward. So hopefully that is the surprise. We get to see her ride as well. All right, we are going to start you off this morning in Fairfax County, where we are learning a person has been shot and killed. Another is in serious condition in the hospital. Investigators tell DC News Now this happened in Falls Church just hours ago, right before 3 o'clock in the morning. Still no word on any suspect at this time, but we'll keep you updated online at dcnewsnow.com as we get more info into our newsroom. Also in Fairfax County, lanes on Route 1 have reopened this morning after a crash involving a motorcycle. It happened near Birch Crest Way. This is in Lorton, Virginia, and it happened last night. A motorcyclist unfortunately died at the scene. Another person, we're told, has minor injuries, but that roadway now opened. All right, let's take you to Dallas, Texas now, where the city is in mourning after what has become America's latest mass shooting. 8 people gunned down and killed at an outlet mall. 7 more were also wounded. 3 of those people wounded are in critical condition this morning. Police say a gunman, who they haven't identified still, started randomly shooting at people in the mall yesterday evening. The gunman died after being shot by a police officer who was nearby at the time of the shooting.
We owe a debt of gratitude to first responders that ran toward the gunfire and acted swiftly to neutralize the threat.
We still don't know who any of these 8 victims are, but eyewitnesses tell our news partners on the ground that they believe children are among the dead.
Never thought we would be involved and watch something like that happen. It's messed up. My mom's pretty torn up. I know I'm going to have some thinking to do after this, but pretty messed up.
Yeah, other witnesses we spoke to said that they also saw what appeared to be a police officer and a mall security guard unconscious on the ground. Of course, the shooting just the latest in what has been an unprecedented pace of mass killings in the U.S. this year. Well, this is a weekend to remember. Thousands of people have made their way to the National Fallen Firefighters Memorial in Emmitsburg, Maryland over the past few days to honor those who have lost their lives in the line of duty over the past year. Yesterday was what they've been calling Family Day, which included small group sessions, a vigil, and a candlelight service. Today, there will be a memorial service as well for those who lost their lives in the line of duty, and we thank them and their families for all of their service. All right, the United Kingdom is waking up today with a newly crowned king and continuing celebrations all across the country. Our correspondent Trevor Shirley is live at Buckingham Palace this morning with a look at what is happening today. Of course, Trevor, we saw a big day yesterday with King Charles officially being crowned, but celebrations, they are not over quite yet, huh?
Hey there, good morning. No, they're certainly not over. You know, it was just yesterday that King Charles and his family were out on the balcony here at Buckingham Palace that you can see behind me. We haven't seen the king just yet today, but we are expecting to see him later on this evening at a concert to cap off the weekend.
Sunday night, the coronation celebration continues at Windsor Castle. There, stars like Katy Perry and Lionel Richie headline a concert in honor of King Charles III. It'll be a far cry from the ceremony of Saturday, where the ancient coronation rituals played out with solemn dignity and precision. The crown placed on the king's head, marking the monarchy's new chapter. The king and queen later appearing on Buckingham Palace's balcony beneath the roar of military jets. UK citizens continue to celebrate, with parties planned across the country. Many of them started the party early Saturday, some even camping out for days to catch a glimpse of the new king and his queen riding by in their Gold State coach.
And it's just better for the festivities.
Now, tomorrow's a bank holiday here in the United Kingdom. People all across the country are encouraged to perform acts of service as a way to honor their new king. That's the latest live from Buckingham Palace. We'll send it back to you in D.C.
All right, Trevor Shirley, thanks so much for that update. We're going to check in with Trevor in about 30 minutes time, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, the world couldn't help but notice that Prince Harry looked awfully alone at yesterday's coronation ceremony. The Duke of Sussex, whose brother, Prince William, is heir to the throne. He sat a few rows back, he arrived at his father's coronation alone, and he left alone. The Associated Press described Prince Harry as an odd man out at his father's coronation spectacle. And while President Biden was not a face to be seen at the coronation, he did wish the king and queen congratulations from this side of the pond. First Lady Jill Biden went in his place instead. Fun fact for you here, no U.S. president has ever attended a British coronation, but Buckingham Palace has said international representatives from over 200 countries, including about 100 heads of state, were expected to attend. And speaking of the president, we are learning he will be giving the commencement speech at a local college. President Biden is set to deliver this year's commencement speech at Howard University in D.C. on May 13th. Howard, which is a historically black university, is also Vice President Kamala Harris's alma mater. Your time now 8:08 this Sunday morning on DC News Now. In the district this morning, a story about the community coming together when a family needs it most. After losing his son last summer, the father you're about to meet is turning tragedy into hope for other young kids in DC. And he's doing it through his late son's passion, baseball. Here's our Dave Laval with that story.
The sounds of summer fill DC's Taft Recreation Center.
I'm going to be running. You're going to try and get me out. Go, 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 go.
Kids of all ages attend this baseball clinic to improve their skills. It's in honor of one player not here. 17-year-old Seth Christie drowned last August in the Potomac River during what's believed to have been a boating accident.
It knocked me to my knees, to tell you the truth.
Christie's father, Marlon, entered a deep depression over the loss of his son.
I was in the bed where it felt like I was sinking in, it was consuming me.
Christie relied on his faith to help him recover.
I gotta be resilient. They say God not gonna put more on your shoulder than you can bear, so I'm living it. It's not just words now because I'm actually in it and I see what it means.
Seth Christie earned the title of DC's Player of the Year last season as a junior at Dunbar High School. He committed to play baseball at Western Carolina University. The loss is still felt by Christie's friends.
Even though he's gone, but he's still always in our hearts, and we're here to support him and play for him.
If you turn around here.
Marlon Christie helped organize this clinic, not only to teach the game to young people in the district. It also lets players know they're not alone if they ever need help.
I don't know where I'd be without my support system.
That system guided Marlon Christie through his greatest loss. At the Taft Recreation Center, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
All right, guys, it's weather forecaster Brittany Ward. We are live at the Ride to End Alls event here in Leesburg, Virginia. And if you take a look up at the sky, we are seeing those clouds roll their way into our area. We are dry at the moment, but we are tracking some showers as we head into our afternoon. So definitely keep it here. Another check of that forecast is coming up.
All right, we are not going anywhere. Brittany Ward out there at the Ride to End Alzheimer's. She's been live out there this entire morning, and we will join. She'll be joining us. We will join her in just a couple minutes.